our goodies. We already let the Golden State Valkyries take Timmy Benley when we should have protected and kept her. Y'all dropped the ball on that one. Straight up dropped the ball on that one. So, hey, listen to us. We know what's best.
You can feel it. Something inside the Indiana Fever has completely snapped. The locker room isn't just broken, it's burning. And now, Sophie Cunningham has finally said it all. She didn't hold back. She didn't hide behind PR smiles. She exposed everything. Cathy Engelbert, Stephanie White, the fake smiles, the hidden politics, all of it. And what she said has the entire WNBA trembling. Because for the first time ever, the truth about Caitlin Clark's treatment is out. And now, even Adam Silver himself is done staying silent.
Because those types of athletes, they get to come into an organization, they have the green light and they can do whatever they want. Where that is very rare to get drafted and be able to control the whole system.
Right. Was CC making decisions like...
Yeah.
With it? Yeah.
As she should.
No way.
As she should, but I also think that they... Go ahead.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that. She's just young. I just didn't think that.
But when you have a generational talent like that,
you're watching the end of the old WNBA and the beginning of chaos. If you're a real basketball fan, hit that like button right now, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything. Sophie Cunningham has always been known for her energy, her confidence, her fire. But behind that smile, she was tired of the politics, tired of the hypocrisy that's been growing inside the WNBA. After joining the Indiana Fever, she wanted a new chapter, to build something real around Caitlin Clark. But what she found was a system built to control, not to create. Behind closed doors, Sophie watched it all, how Caitlin was targeted, how Stephanie White's plans were being manipulated, and how Cathy Engelbert's silence became the loudest sound in the room. And then one day, Sophie said enough. She went public, and her words? They hit harder than any three-pointer she's ever made. I'm not going to keep quiet while this league pretends everything's fine. It's not. What's happening behind the scenes isn't basketball anymore. Those words shook the entire Fever organization. Suddenly, the media went silent. The WNBA didn't respond. Cathy Engelbert disappeared from the cameras. But fans, they weren't blind anymore. They saw what Sophie meant.
Stephanie White, you knew you were coming to the Indiana Fever. You should already know the system Caitlin wants to play. Why did she have to make changes to your system to play her game? And we also know that this did not go over so smoothly because we saw Stephanie White taking shots at her on TV. We saw the back and forth argument when Caitlin Clark was going off on her in the tunnel during the Atlanta Dream game when they were going into the tunnel for halftime. We saw
the tension between Caitlin Clark and Stephanie. White wasn't just competitive spirit, it was deep. It was emotional. Because Caitlin wanted to win. She wanted to lift the Fever back to glory, but she was surrounded by chaos. The league didn't protect her. The referees didn't protect her, and the commissioner. Cathy acted like she didn't even see what was happening on the court. Sophie watched it all. Every foul. Every push. Every silence from the officials, and she realized this wasn't just basketball anymore. It was a system built to hold power, not to honor the game. And then came the final spark. Sophie revealed that there were meetings, private meetings, where decisions about players were being made without them even knowing. She said players were told to stay in their lane, to control their image, and to follow the script. But Sophie never followed the script. She rewrote it when word reached Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, that the WNBA had lost control of its narrative. He exploded.
That's all this is. You can't say Caitlin Clark, the system is built around her and she's building out the system, but at the same time, you got her playing small forward. At the same time, when Caitlin Clark is pulling up a logo 3, when she's busting Breanna Stewart's eyeballs out from 38 feet, Stephanie White looks pissed off on the sideline.
Sources close to the situation say Silver was furious. He demanded answers. He wanted to know why one of the league's brightest stars, Caitlin Clark was being left unprotected. Why? The league's integrity was being questioned, and why the commissioner was silent through it all. Silver reportedly called the situation unacceptable, and insiders claim he told the board, if the WNBA wants to grow, it starts with accountability. That moment changed everything. Cathy Engelbert, once calm and collected, was suddenly under pressure from every side. Fans, players, sponsors, and now even the NBA itself. And Sophie? She didn't stop there, she doubled down, exposing everything she'd seen. "I'm not afraid of the truth," Sophie said. "Because when you silence players for speaking out, you're not protecting the league, you're killing it." That line hit every fan in the heart, because everyone knew she was right. Now, the Fever stand at a crossroads. The WNBA expansion draft is coming, and the question isn't just who they'll protect, it's why. Will they finally build around Caitlin Clark, the player who changed everything? Or will politics, power, and pride destroy what could have been the most legendary team in WNBA history? Reports say the Fever will protect 6 players, 6 core names they believe can carry the franchise forward. But Sophie's message was clear. If the culture doesn't change, no amount of talent will matter. Because Caitlin Clark can score 30, 40, even 50 points, but she can't carry a team that's emotionally broken. And Sophie? She's standing right beside her. But not as a player who obeys, as a player who fights back.
Job here. Protect the GOAT, the Michael Jordan of women's basketball. You protect her, and we build this team up around her. What is the next move? You go and protect AB, Aaliyah Boston. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, the best 2-man pick and roll in the league, hands down. Aaliyah Boston was a beast in that short roll with Caitlin Clark. Stephanie White, I don't want to hear you utter the word hub ever again. Get rid of it. Get rid of it out of your dictionary. I don't want it in your vocabulary.
Sophie's exposure wasn't just about coaching drama or locker room beef. It was about the soul of the WNBA. She revealed the manipulation, the favoritism, and the fear that's been silencing players for years. And now, it's all out there. Fans are demanding transparency, sponsors are calling for reform, and the entire basketball world is watching one simple question unfold. Can Caitlin Clark survive the system trying to control her? Because if she can, the WNBA will never be the same again. This isn't the end, it's the beginning of a storm. Sophie Cunningham has opened Pandora's box, and Cathy Engelbert can't close it anymore. The WNBA wanted to control the story, but now, the story controls them, and somewhere in the middle of it all, Caitlin Clark keeps showing up. Every game, every challenge, every battle, because no matter how broken the system gets, you can't silence a player who plays for something real. If you believe in the truth behind the game, smash that like button right now. Drop a comment. Whose side are you on? Sophie's or the system's? And don't forget to subscribe because this story is just getting started.